So I failed once, so I'm trying again if it is really working or not. About the drop frame, I can see it is quite dropping a lot, like 70%. I'm not so sure that it will be a good stream or not, but anyway, let's proceed and check my internet connection. Maybe later I will change something else. Who knows? So let's see what are we going to do. Let's So we're going to create a flutter racing game, or maybe 2D car game. So I'm just practicing how to present a code base. That's all. Okay. Don't think that it will be a fancy stuff or other things that I'll be fluent in speaking. It's not gonna happen because English is my fourth language. Anyway, so let's open a directory so where we can go. Siri, I think I'll go to the W directory. This is a partial. We can really open it from here. We don't have to be this much fancy, or maybe we can just use Control Shift P and flood a new project. I like empty application. 2025. Okay, let's select this folder here. Yeah, I can select this one. And let's name it car racing game. Don't know about the typo, whatever it is. So it gonna take some time, and yeah, I'm going to build for the Windows for the first time. And yeah, we have our beautiful application. So let's see what are we going to do. Let's I can create a resource file here, a resource folder. I just call it trace, and I can create a new file called game flow.draw.io. It should give me something, but it didn't. Let me check it. Draw.io. Yeah, I do have one, but I think it just disable on this flavor because it is not needed on my every folder. What I mean that we really do have some pretty good option to manage the profile. Like I have few different profile on VS Code. So yeah, it is good thing. Yeah, it gonna increase the latency. I do it and still I'm installing it. Okay, my bad. We can also bring the Figma. Yeah, maybe you guys are good at Figma. Let me bring something. Let me search for car racing in Figma. Maybe we can get some inspiration. Let me bring it here. Okay, let me open it. Where should I open? Let me bring it. Yeah, this one. I hope you guys can see it now. Yeah, I need to make it bigger. This much big is good. Whatever, it is good. So we have a few different options here. I know it is quite small. Okay. The thing is, we need to find a simple one so that we can really play with it because we don't have much time. I'll end it like the 12 p.m. a.m. Yeah. So let's check this design. Okay. QA anything would be fine. So let's analyze this thing here. Actually, this is kind of quite a simple stuff. Like we will have our background like dot 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 and the tracks and okay here we have our tracks, then we have a car and some text and all other stuff, and we have our fancy thing here inside this track. We can do it. And yeah, we will just export this car because we can export this kind of car as assets. But hey, for now, let's just use some rectangle, okay? And we're going to use a rigid body. A rigid body is a game concept like Unity or any transform concept, that it has a physical entity, not just a thing. So when it get collapsed, we can count the score. So yeah, let's just hide this thing. We know what we're going to do. First, we're going to create this track. Then we will add something like this kind of thing here, and we'll animate this stuff. Okay, let's close this stuff. And now let me hide it from my view as well. So we don't need the trial, just install it. Okay, on our main folder, we can create a new folder here called source. Are we going to be fancier? Yeah, it's a good practice anyway. So new folder. Shit, my nail has got bigger. So it's a presentation and new file. It will be widget anyway. So new folder we can call it as widgets, and new file we can call it the tracks. Yeah, racing track. So we can name it racing tracks.that file, and it will be a stateless widget. Let's hide that thing. It will be stateful widget. Yes, a racing track. We can just name it as a singular. We don't need a plural stuff. So what it does, it just show the racing tracks with okay, track, a number of track we can use here, number of tracks. So it shouldn't be capital. Like we have seen that it has a horizontal stub. So yeah, we're going to do that thing. What I mean by that, let me bring it again. We can see like this thing will we're gonna do like a divide here, how many lanes we want. Okay, so first of all, let's get number of tracks. Okay, number of lanes makes sense, I believe. I know that this got typo. Lanes. I don't think this is the correct naming. Let me search a little bit. Let's enroll. Lines. Okay, it says just lines, but how many lanes we need? It just call as lines. Should I call it lines? Yeah, let's call it lines then. Okay, we can just come here, copy paste, and yeah, it will be required number of lines, how many lines we want. And then we need a custom painter to paint this stuff. Yes. And let me come here inside this source. We'll create our app folder. Maybe I really don't need this much level of architecture, but it's good. New file, racing game, the turn. So it will be stateless widget racing game, and will return a material widget from here. Material app and home page. Home page, gameplay page, like in presentation. Should I create a folder or just a page? I don't know. Gameplay page, gameplay page start. So stateless gameplay page, and let's come here. No, no, no. And I can use gameplay page here. And this will good. And I can come here and this thing return a scaffold because this will be a page. So for the body, as we know, it will be definitely be we can use a stack, we can use a flow, we can use custom layout. There is a solution for all is stack. A good solution can be a custom multi-child layout. What I mean here, this one. Another thing is flow widget, but that is not that good. Why I am referring to like custom multi-child layout or like flow widget, because end of the day we are going to calculate this thing on a trigger. It will rebuild on every delay we provide. Then we know where the cars will land on every second or every frame. I mean, so it will it not like where. So here is the thing. The car position on a single position, then it collapse. Not when it is positioned, then we don't determine it collapse. So the calculation will happen on a different repository or a class. So yeah, but easy to use is tech. So yeah, so I know that it will be like expand by default, and for the background on a stack, this is the background it will happen. So it will be a custom painter and child. Oh no, I'm not going to use this custom painter here. But I'm going to use racing track. This one, number of tiles, maybe we want 4. That's all. Okay, this is good. Now let me hide this thing and come back here. Do I need to make it bigger? No. And yeah, close all. Go and close others. So inside this widget, let's create another file like track painter.dart, or maybe yeah, track painter. It is fine. So track painter, it will extend a custom painter. Import it, and we'll know that how many tracks we gonna render. So final length, number of lines, and another will be the animation because we are going to like render one after another. Yeah, so I can take animation and let's create this constructor. Generate. Okay, generate. Where is that generate? It comes here. Constructor first. It looks good. It's better. And another thing I'm going to do on the super, I'll pass this animation because it will trigger rebuild by default. And I need to override this too. Let me hide those stuff. And okay. And I can just return false, because why I can return false even we have the animation and we're gonna have changes, because this thing canvas API will repent if this animation get changes. Okay, so let's come to here. We'll have a custom painter track painter, number of lines, yes, animation and all other stuff. And we need animation, so single sticker approval maintain. Let's use the late final. Let's just use the controller animation controller. You know what? How far I like to move it, and another thing, how long I like to. It will be infinity. So using a controller doesn't really make sense because it gonna be infinity. It is not like I'm repeating. Yeah, yes, I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use the timer. We can also use the stopwatch, but yeah, timer is good. Okay, is it up down? Okay, let me scroll a little bit. I know what I'm going to do here. So this is the game trigger. So when game start, when game stop, this kind of thing it gonna handle. But I don't think it will be a good idea to place every logic here on start or on stop. Yeah, we can do it, but this logic end of the day will go to the a different class where the game engine, we can call that thing as a game engine. Anyway, it doesn't matter really. Okay, so this is how I can do. So void start game, and another thing will be void stop game. End of the day, I'm gonna move this function into a different class. And what I'm going to do here. So first, let's cancel it. Else, just periodic start the game. So play. Yeah, I know. I'm creating large kind of theme timer dot periodic, and how fast is it gonna happen? So I should gain like here duration delay factor, or maybe I can call it as interval and get it from here. I mean, both works. So it will be interval, but I like to increase this stuff. Maybe I'll use a stream. So anyway, so another method will be void update, and it will have some t. I can just ignore. So this one. So on play, it gets started, and on stop game timer dot cancel timer equal to null, and of course says that. Also, I could use a value notifier that will also work, but let's just use it here. I don't have to be that much fancy. And wait, okay, this looks good. And number of lines, I think we have on the widget number of line. And for the animation, what I'm going to do here, should I pass it? I'm actually little confused what I'm going to do end of the day. I can use the value notifier, I can use the stream, I can use package. So anyway, let's just use this one value notifier, and let's just increase the score by default. So or maybe we can name it like tick. Tick also will get from the, let me show what I mean. This tick thing can come from here. So like it will be a timer, we know. We can say theme and tick. Let's just increase it, okay? Oh, we cannot just do it like this. So tick dot value plus one. What I mean here, like this return a timer, and timer has a tick class. We can use that thing as well. But anyway, so game notifier and we can use it here, listenable builder, and we don't need this fancy stuff. Ah, I think I can pass it here. Oh, we can't we? It it takes a value notifier, but I think I can pass it here. Yeah, I can pass it here. Yep. See that? I can pass that thing. Surely, yeah. Because even I can just pass a controller here. Anything has a listenable. So game notifier, yeah, we can pass it. It will get it by default. And what about this thing anyway? It wants interval. So interval duration millisecond. Here is the thing. Like the FPS frame per second, we need to make it smooth, but we're not gonna do that much. So microsecond, millisecond, like on every 100 millisecond, we are gonna update the UI. Let's go back to our track painter, and this is the beauty will happen here. So let's build and see how I. Oh no, I don't wanna build on the emulator. I wanna build on Windows. Okay, I don't know. If I built twice. Twice. This is why I don't like VS Code. Like it should give me an option to close one thing. Okay. Like when it start. That's why we like the using terminal. I mean, I can just definitely run from here. Let me show you. This is more beautiful. It just stop my emulator. I hate the thing. So what I can choose, I can just use here Flutter Run. If I don't pass the devices Windows, it will give me the option. So let me show you here. If I run it and I can select it here. And why I like terminal, because I can just press Ctrl C, it will just terminate the whole thing. This is the beauty. I mean, yeah. And Bing is here. Yeah, we can just do because we have selected here. And let's come here, close all other stuff. We can close it here. We don't have anything. Are we going to use a theme extension here? We need two different colors, mainly. So one will be, oh shit, one will be color, background, or what that call peach color. Anyway, the background color, another will be color, line color. So background color, I mean this kind of texture background color, we can just use const color. And for the line color, 0x ff, like which color I want. Let's use this thing here. This color can be little darky stuff. Yeah. And this dot line color, it will be like 0xff. Yeah, it will be pure white. I think I need to increase it a little bit. Why it works hard. I like hexa. Hexa code is much better for me. Okay, this is good. What happened? Oh, I made changes and it just shut down the whole thing. Let me check the debug console. Come on, build up, build up. Yeah, why not just passed? And yeah, the setup stuff is the really tedious thing. It takes much more time than the actual stuff. So yeah, I'm going to put it somewhere. Okay, let me bring you. Okay, where is that thing? This one, yeah. We have our Hello World application here. I'm going to put it here like this, and let me resize a little bit so everyone can see better. Okay, okay, this one. Okay, this thing is like not giving me the thing I want. I mean, this thing has been. This is difficult. I mean, this. Okay, it has been loaded. That's why. Okay, I need to rotate it. Yeah, yeah, yes, here. Now it is good. Okay, we inside our code base on the main dot file. Yeah, we can just cut this thing. We don't need this. We can hide this, and we're just gonna paste this thing on that stuff here. Let's import it. Now it will go. It should be invisible. Come on, hot restart. Yeah, this is good. We could just use a theme extension, but yeah, we'll play with that thing later. Come here, close others. Also close this thing. Now this is good. Let's paint the canvas. So first what will be? We're gonna paint the background. So canvas, draw color. We can just pass the color, background color, and blend mode, just color I believe, or screen it up, whatever it is. Oh, yeah, one more stuff. Track painter, child. I need size. I mean, I haven't like I can do size dot just use the child easier. Size box dot expand this one. It should give me the whole rect, but I don't know. Screening. What happened? Why it is not working? See this? See why that happened? You know what? This this is why I don't like sometimes doing. I don't know what happened, but yeah. First is the modulate one is the default one. We can use it. So background is fixed and we need to draw the lines. So how many lines we like to draw? Like we have our number of lines. So we can just use for int I is equal to 0 and I is smaller than number of lines and just I plus plus. Okay. The basic increment. Let me hide that thing. Okie dokie. So this is where I'm going to also uh how much gap I like one, like it will render on what y-axis too. So what will be the line height? So line height, we can use size dot height because even on a small screen this thing will be fixed. I mean, we just change the aspect ratio for the game, not for the app. But yeah, so the amount of height, how much track we want. Let me bring that design. Let's make our life more easier. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 4, 8, like or 7. We can use 7 and we'll have some like gap hub, so we can think about the 10 or 11. So line height that will be, and then how much, so how are we going to render? Like it will come here on axis, and then it come, then it come, then it, I mean, okay, let me show you. It comes here, then we render it, or render it, render it. Also, we can render by this section. Both will works. Hmm. Another thing we can do, we can create a path. But the easy thing to do is just draw the line, or if you like to get too much optimization, you can use draw atlas here, a rect. There are lots of things we can really do the thing. Anyway, so this is the line height. So let's you create a rectangle, maybe a size for that one. So for which section I'm going to go? I'm going to go through the width. I can go that way. I can go extreme. Which section? This is where I get confused. I mean, I can go on both direction, but I don't do anything. Ah, okay. Here is what I'll do. We need to divide this thing. Final line width, size dot width by number of line. We know how much thing it will gonna have, and it will be like a line with the amount of pixel we're going to render. So I can just come here for in no, let's use the double. Let's use the y dimension first, so it will be y0. Y, this is smaller than size dot, let's use the height, but how much we like to increment. First we like to increment y plus is equal to line height. Let me show you, then we'll add, come on, line height, then we'll add the gap here. Then I'll go on, I can do both direction. Okay, I'll do on this way, like nested loop. So what I've been thinking, like I can just use the rect and use draw atlas or whatever it calls. Then I can just change the position. You get it? Maybe you haven't got it, but yeah, that's the really good way of doing this kind of thing, because everything is kind of static. I mean, rect can be static, only we just need to change the position. Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry. You guys are still seeing the Figma. That is the bad thing to do. I mean, what I've been talking all this time, like I just divide the width, height, how much space for each one I like to have. So we have like 8, so 8 or 7. I divided with the 11 so that I can get enough thing. Maybe I'll just increase it like 14 or something. And what will be the line width? So for the line width on x-axis, I'm gonna increment it here, and here it will be like line height, and then we'll just add some, the padding or something like 32 or 24 or whatever. I'll just calculate it later. And now we can use canvas to draw a line, and where it will start and end. So I can create the paint here, like a line paint. So paint. Someone just died. Everybody dies. So line color. Okay, I think this will be enough. Line paint. Radio. Yes, someone died. So set one and where it gonna start. Let's start from y-axis and then oh, x, and it will be like y start point, and where it will end, it will be n final p2 is the end. So offset x plus um, a little bit of thickness we want. This is the line width, not the I mean draw line width, but I mean okay. Let me look here. Double line thickness. I don't know. Yeah, I know there will be a typo here, and we can make it 8 or something like that. So line thickness or something. But for the y, where it will end, like hold on, this is not what it will be. I'm not using the rect here. Let me come here. This is the initial point and it goes. Okay, this is good. What I need to do, because I'm using the line, stroke width is equal to 8, and oh, I can also use paint style. I think it is why, I mean, it should give me by default, but it didn't give me. So here I like to increase the x-axis. No, what I want to go to this y-axis, because how much we like to go down this line height. So we can see we have all this kind of stuff. But what we don't need the start position and we don't need the end position. Maybe we really don't have this. But yeah, so for the X one, we can remove it like wait, where is that thing? So it is now and smaller than, yeah, it will get by default because last one on render. What I need to do, I need to separate like we need to cut few stuff. So how much gap we like to have? So this is the mainly the divider height, actual height, and I can like get 0.70%, 75%. So as you can see, yeah, we get TTTTT. uh Also, I don't think this is a quite good ratio. 65% looks good. And what I need to do instead of this thing, let's use this one. Yeah, this is good. And also we can just randomize this position as well. Like we can shift it. So it is quite easy, as you can see. How can we animate it? Yes, we can animate it. This stuff. It will be easy, I believe. But yeah. So we're kind of satisfied with this thing, I believe. Okay, this is it. So I just need to animate this thing here. This one. How much think we like to shift? So all I need to do is shift on y axis. What I mean, I can just increase like shift. I can do it here. I can just increase shift value, and what this shift will be, let me come at the top final shift. So where is that thing? This animation dot value, and initially we have 0. We know we have this thing here, and every time let's add a floating action button here. Let's add the column. Let's wrap this with expanded. Yeah, I know, I'll move it somewhere else. You know what, Yasin? Let's do it fast. So we should get a different folder, but I'm just gonna use this one, racing game engine dot dot. And I can come back here. I can just copy whole thing. Come back here. Plus racing game engine. Let's copy paste whole stuff. Import this thing. Start async. We know we don't need this state, but we will need the interval. Okay, and later we'll increase this interval, but for now let's just, oh, millisecond, 100 millisecond. This is good. Gameplay page. Let's just come here. Game engine. Game engine. Let's import it, and game engine dot game notifier. I could just use the value, but anyway, this thing I don't need this anymore. And what I'm going to do, gameplay page. Let's add a floating action button here. So I need to pass a single instance there. So this thing takes a game engine. So racing game engine, it will be required this game engine, and I can come back here. Okay, I can pass it const here. Racing game engine, come on. Racing, it says it doesn't have a const constructor. I can use it, but no, I don't need that. And now if I come here, I should I can also use like inherited widget. Also I can get from the exact type. There are lots of way of doing it, but yeah, let's pass the instance for the time being. This thing I can come and copy here. I know, yeah, this is good. I mean, I can copy and paste quite a bit. So game engine, I need to check if it is active or not. Maybe I'll use a toggle one, toggle gameplay, and let's create one more method here. Toggle gameplay. If timer is active, let me hold on. is active, then stop the game. I could use expression, else we'll just start the game. Nothing fancier, everything is simple here. So I really don't like to expose this thing outside. Also we can expose this too. Yeah, update method, it should be here. Why I'm putting it here, because it has been defined here, it should update here. Let's keep things as I mean, the responsibility gonna happen on the same position. I might create a simple video at the end if I don't get bored or if I get success with it. So this is how. So it should shift the whole thing, but yeah, it is not doing it. Let me check. Update on each duration on start toggle. If is active is equal to start, then stop. On start, okay, and on stop it cancel. This is good. This is also good, and this is not good because we need game engine, and I'm tired of calling it like this. Game engine context good, fine, ancestor, ancestor widget of exact time. This one. So this thing is coming from here. This one. So it has a game engine. So I can just use it here. I think I might not have forget this stuff and engine. I know that it won't be like this one. You know what? If things works, things works. I mean, it is not that expensive anyway. So we can remove many things from here. So in our theory that it's supposed to get changed, but I don't know what it is doing. Let's see. So on track painter, this shift here, I will add, I'll multiply by. It is not working for some reason. I mean, this should get, it should be moving. And which direction it's gonna move, we can decide it. It is currently moving backward, but yeah, I'll move it at the upward. So no, it comes downward. Yes, it comes downward. But why it's not working? I mean, this thing should rebuild. Why it gonna rebuild? Did I press start? No, I didn't press start. That's why it's not gonna rebuild. So what is happening? It is coming through and it is moving, but it ends. So how can we fix it? I mean, we need to generate all the time. Like it comes, you can stop it, but it should keep generating. How can I do that? Let's come here. Let's come on the track painter. Hey, we're almost in. The time is gonna end. I have to go to play the game. So yeah, this is the line color and it is starting from here. So here is the thing. We're always starting from this position, but not outside the view. What I am going to do, instead of this, the line height, maybe I'm going to increase like 5. Wait, wait. No, it will be negative. Sorry, my mistake. Actually, this is quite a must. We don't need this much. One will be enough. Like if we do, it will come around. And let's stop it. So I can just use like one is enough, I believe. Okay, let's add two. Okay, and now let's keep playing. But why it is not regenerating? I mean, mm, you know why? You know why? This thing animation value always increase. So somehow we need to modulate this stuff. So what can we do? We can play size dot height. Does it work that way? We need a factor. I mean, we need a fractional stuff. We can model something and like let's think about like this will move on some pixel, not the whole pixel. And for that, this value get animated and we can increase by like 20 or something. Yes, but there is a shuttle issue here. I think I can fix it. What we really need, let's come here. We don't need to put it here on the line shift. We can come here. This shift can have here and we can put it. Where can we put it? Yeah. Here is the line height we have, and I'm gonna do something like this. I'm not so sure that it will work. Wait, it doesn't work that good. And we really don't need this thing. So how this thing looks. Also, let's for the game engine, let's increase it. Like let's increase the speed. So on every 10 second or something like that. So let's keep playing. This is smooth. See, the track is down. I mean, it is gonna go forever, and we can control the speed from the parent. Isn't it nice? I mean, this is just a simple thing. We don't have any assets, and what we are missing right now. Let me bring back that Firefox. So we are done with this thing, and we just need to render the car and calculate the position, and we already know the line height and all other stuff. Yeah, this is good. We can also draw this pothole like this is just a rect, weight is square, but this and this is just a rectangle. collision. Yeah, this is good. And also we can add a randomized stuff. Let me show you how we can do it. What I need to do, I need to. So we can just change a single tile color just by in random. Mm, here we can, let's add the random here. I should use the random bool on the game engine, but anyway, import dart math, use as a math prefix, and this is just a line color. So what I need to do, I just need to change the paint for that thing. I can play with you a little bit that we can just change the color. So random. Oh, I'm not gonna use random here. This is quite expensive. I can use it anyway. Yeah, we'll change it later. Change the place later, okay? Random math dot random dot next. Ah, let's say max 5. So if max 5 is equal to 3, is spatial line. Okay, if it is a spatial line, just by random, you know what? If it is a spatial line, we want colors dot rate. Wait, wait, wait. Ah, I know why. You know why this is happening? This thing is not preserving the thing. Like it is changing for all the stuff. That is not what we really want. We want to pass the line data from the parent, not from here. So I might skip this thing. Okay, it is better because this thing reveals on every state changes on every notifier. So yeah, I'm not gonna use that thing. And can we draw the rect over here? Yes, we can draw. That won't be an issue for the object, but somehow, and I think it is better not to use that track. I will use a foreground painter. This one. Two different things, one for the background, one for the foreground.